Live on DAZN Worldwide, May 2nd and 3rd, a knockout weekend of boxing. Garcia versus Romero and Canelo versus Skull. Two huge fights. Pick one or go all in for only $90. Exclusively on DAZN. Buy now at DAZN.com.
Alright, this is Jolie here for Fight Hub TV, powered by Undisputed, playing now on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. I'm joined by Frank Warren here in Saudi. It's good to see you over here. You arrived this morning, I believe?
No, I arrived here, was it, a couple of hours ago? So, off the plane and straight here.
Non-stop for you. It's great to see you on stage for a Canelo fight. He's the face of boxing, as you were saying up on there. Exciting to see you here. What's your involvement been in this promotion?
My involvement, our involvement, Queensbury are partners with Seller, and we basically organise and run the shows with them here, which we've done from day one.
It's exciting to see you up there. What do you make of this fight? Obviously undisputed, two-time if Canelo wins.
4 belts on the line, an undefeated fighter in with Canelo. Canelo's the #1 fighter in the world. He's coming to the world's capital of boxing, Riyadh, for a Riyadh season fight. It's brilliant. Great card, by the way. It's a very good card, good fighting card. It's a big moment for Skull. Can he do it? You know, I haven't seen a lot of him, by the way. But it's a tough fight for him. There's no doubt about that. Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see what he's got.
Just sticking on Canelo.
It's a great opportunity for him.
For sure, completely agree with that. Just sticking on Canelo quickly, if he is to fight Crawford, in which everyone around him is saying, I'm sure he's not focused on that right now, how big a fight is that for boxing, and how do you see that playing out, Canelo and Crawford? Canelo and Crawford, how big a fight is that?
It's a big fight. It's an unbelievably, excuse me, it's a big fight. Probably one of the biggest fights out there. We've got some real big fights being made. You know, we announced one this week in the heavyweight division, 4 belts on the line. Crawford and Canelo is a huge fight.
How do you see it playing out with the weight that people will talk about in the build-up, Crawford and Canelo? How do you see that playing out, the fight with Crawford and Canelo in the future, September?
I think it's a tough fight for Crawford. We'll see. Weight can make a bit, weight disparity can be a big thing, but sometimes it happens. I mean, the old adage is a good big one will always beat a good little one. So you have to, and with that fight, I would look at it that way. But Crawford's a good fighter.
I'm really excited to talk about Usyk Dubois 2 with you. I just want to quickly touch on last night, the New York press conference. Did you see Oscar De La Hoya squaring up to Bill Haney and everything that went on there? It was so fun.
What happened?
So Bill Haney was talking about Ryan Garcia. Obviously, Haney and Garcia looking like they're going to fight again, and Oscar stood up as if to walk over, as if Miller and Wardley, it's kind of the same sort of thing there. Typical Oscar De La Hoya, some would say.
I didn't see it, so I can't comment. But it was good fun.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
What do you make of the New York card this weekend as well, with Garcia, Haney and Lopez?
Square. I mean, what an event that is. Times Square, historic. A lot of eyes will be on it because of the nature of it. In one of the world's iconic sites, roads, streets, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's an unbelievable thing that His Excellency's done and put together. I mean, you've got to take your house. I mean, look at the card. What a fabulous card. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, let's get on to it now. You were there earlier on this week in London for what was a fantastic kick-off, couple of days, let's say. It all kicked off before the press conference with Dubois pushing Usyk, and then the 4v4 with George Fox and Usyk too. A great couple of days for a great fight. What did you make of the George Fox and Usyk comments?
I didn't see it. I only heard about it, and yesterday at the press conference when it was started and it went on a little bit. Look, it is what it is. There is. It's not bad feeling. There's bad feeling about what happened in that fight in the camp. But I keep telling them it's done. And I know I go on about it because I keep getting asked the question. Yeah. Nobody asked me the question. I couldn't give a shit. It's gone there. I can't change what happened. Yeah. What's happened. It's what happens on the 19th that matters. And it's not what happens outside the ring, with people having street fights and all that nonsense. It's about what happens on the 19th. And Daniel is in a really good place at the moment. And I think yesterday, I was watching Usyk. He seemed a couple of times to get a little bit rankled. He weren't his normal calm and collective self.
Yeah, and from a non-biased journalistic perspective, I would also say I haven't seen Usyk kind of acting in that way before. If there's anyone who could get into Usyk's head, do you feel like it could be Dubois?
Yeah, and it's not his game, by the way. It's not getting into people's head. What he knows is that Daniel can hurt him. Because he hurt him. He's felt the power. And he's confident now. And a very telling remark was made yesterday by one of their team, where he said, we're not fighting Daniel the kid, we're fighting Daniel the man. And that's the difference.
Did you appreciate that they have that amount of respect for Daniel Dubois in this fight?
I do, but then I've got respect for them, and so's Daniel, but for them coming to take the fight and coming into the other guy's backyard. Coming in, mind you, he's got a lot of fans himself over in the UK. A lot of people, no one's going to be booing him, are they? He's a fabulous fighter. He's undefeated, two unified weights, gold medal at the Olympic. I mean, he's a legend.
How does this fight play out?
I fancy Daniel to win it.
Do you think he stops him again in some people's eyes?
I do.
How do you think his strengths will be different? Obviously, he will be trying to.
It's got to be here. That's all it was. If it was there, and what happened in that fight, he let that referee totally distract him and it was a great thing that happened to him. Out of bad comes good, because since then, as I say, he's mentally grown up. He's a much stronger person. He's got a great, and he knows what he can do. He knows what his power is. You've seen him in action yourself. And he's not gone and fought over knocked a load of bums over. He fought good quality fighters and beat them in style. And you look at his record for his age and leading up to these fights, leading up to the Usyk fight, how many people, at his age, have fought those quality opponents, those type of quality opponents?
It's going to be an incredible fight. Really looking forward to that. Last of all, Frank, Tyson Fury. I'm sorry, I have to I know you're not going to love me asking this, but we've seen him comment in a few Instagram posts. He's back with Sugar Hill as well. Everyone's going to read into that as he's on his way, returning to the ring.
I don't know what they're going to do. They can read into it. I haven't spoken to him about it, and he's on holiday at the moment, and I'm not going to disturb him on holiday. And even when I do speak to him, if he wants to do it, he'll do it. If he don't want to do it, I'm not. That's it. I am not in any way going to get involved in trying to make him fight again. As much as I'd love to see him fight AJ, but I'm not going there with that. He's been a great ambassador, servant for British boxing, world boxing, 2-time world champion, overcome all sorts of troubles, trials and tribulations in his life, and he needs, go and enjoy his family.
I'm not going to ask any conversation or anything you've heard of him, but if he was to come back, what do you think he would want to do?
Fight.
Who?
Anyone. He's a fighter, isn't he? He's a fighting man. And the only fights he wants are the fights that in the past been fights that are a challenge to him. He's never ducked anybody. He's fought everybody.
Last of all, then, would you, as a promoter, his promoter's point of view, would you prefer to see him rematch or trilogy with Usyk, fight Dubois, or fight AJ?
Daniel's going to beat Usyk, and then we'll see what happens.
So we're saying a potential Fury Dubois.
I mean, if all these ifs, he's got a lot of choice. Big if he does.
Thank you very much for your time, Frank. Cheers.